everyone, welcome to my channel Creatively Expressive. My name is Amy and today I have 3 easy rustic and cozy cottage style spring decor DIYs to share with you. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a quick comment in the comment section below. Now let's get started. For project number 1, I am starting with this sign that I found at Goodwill for $3.49 that is originally from Hobby Lobby. First, I'm going to take it outside and sand all of the wording off of it. Then I'll use antique finishing wax to stain the sign. I'll apply the antique wax with the paintbrush, then I'll wipe off the excess wax with a lint-free cloth. And you can find a big bag of these lint-free cloths at Lowe's or Home Depot. I went to Etsy and I purchased this rabbit cut file. Then I cut the rabbit out on stencil vinyl. I would recommend using a removable vinyl instead of the stencil vinyl though, because I have had so many issues with getting the stencil vinyl to stick to my projects. And I actually purchased a removable vinyl after doing this project. Now that I have weeded the rabbit stencil, I am going to use transfer tape to apply the stencil to my sign. I'll place a piece of parchment paper on the transfer tape covering every part of it except for the very top portion. This will allow me to move the stencil around and figure out my placement before adhering the stencil to the sign. Once I have the stencil placed where I want it, I will stick down that top part that I left uncovered. Then I'll pull the parchment out and press the rest of the stencil down to the sign. Then I'll remove the transfer tape. Now, in an effort to prevent my paint from bleeding under the stencil, I'm going to cover it in a layer of Mod Podge first. This will seal in the edges of the stencil, and if I get any bleed through with the Mod Podge, it will be less obvious than the paint. I don't know if you can see it, but the stencil is lifting up in a few spots, and that's why I decided to switch to removable vinyl for stenciling. When the Mod Podge is dry, I'm going to paint over the rabbit with white chalk paint. I'm painting at a diagonal and I'm going to leave a border around the sign unpainted. And I want the edges of the paint to be messy to give the sign a rustic look. Here's where I made a bit of a mistake. I was trying to speed up the dry time on the paint, and I forgot that when you have Mod Podge underneath paint and you add heat to it, that gives you a crackle effect. Which I should have known because I have done the crackle effect on projects multiple times. So the paint cracked, but only where I had put the Mod Podge. So I'll try to remember that next time. Now that the paint is dry, I will weed out the rabbit stencil. And once I have done that, this project is complete. For project number 2, I found this glass vase with a bird's nest in it at a thrift store for $3. I'll also be using this 4.3-inch terracotta pot. I'm not going to be using the birds because they're a little wonky, and I don't think they're original to the bird's nest anyways. I'm going to use this white wax to lighten up the terracotta pot a little bit and give it a whitewashed look. I'm brushing on the wax with a paintbrush, and then I'll wipe off the excess with a lint-free cloth. Now I'm going to cut down a piece of floral foam to fit into the pot. Next, I am going to hot glue in some moss around the edges of the pot. I wanted to put the nest on top of the pot, but I didn't want to hot glue it, so I decided to form some floral wire into a bobby pin shape. Then I pressed the wire through the nest and into the foam to secure the nest to the pot. Now I'm going to tuck a little more moss under the nest around the edges of the pot so that it sticks out a bit more. I put the little bit of moss that was already in the nest back in it, and then I'm going to fill the nest with these eggs that I got from Hobby Lobby. Now I'm taking one of these chalkboard tags that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint the tag with the color Cashew by Waverly. Then I went to Etsy and I found this rabbit art print. I printed it out at a size of 2¼ inches by 3¼ inches to fit on the chalkboard tag. I cut out the print and then I set it aside. Now I'm going to cover the side of the tag that I did not paint with a layer of Mod Podge. I'll let the Mod Podge dry, and then I'm going to use my mini heat press to adhere the rabbit picture to the tag. I'm lining up the rabbit's nose with the center point at the bottom of the tag. Then I'll make sure that the picture covers the entire tag. I hold it in place, and then I apply heat to the picture and the tag. The heat will reactivate the Mod Podge and make the picture stick to the tag. Then I'll use an emery board and a small sander to sand off the picture along the edges of the tag. To make this easier, I decided to cut some of the picture off with an X-Acto knife so that it was closer to the edges of the tag. Now I'll continue to sand along the edge of the tag to give me a clean edge on the tag. Now I'm going to use these bead reamer tools that I got from Amazon to punch a hole in the picture over the hole in the tag. And then sand the edges of the picture around the hole. Next, I'm going to coat the tag in another layer of Mod Podge to protect the picture. I got this willow branch from Walmart and I thought it would be cute if I added it to the bird's nest. I cut the willow branches apart, and I'll take one and wrap it around the nest. Then to secure the branch, I'll tuck the ends into the bird's nest. And I'll take a second branch and do the same thing. And then I'll add a third branch. Now I'll thread a piece of jute twine through the hole on the tag. I'll cut the twine so that it fits around the nest. And I'll tie a knot in the twine at the top of the tag. Then I'll wrap the twine around the nest and tie 2 knots in it at the back of the nest. I'll cut the twine a little shorter. Then I'll tuck the ends of the twine down into the pot. Then I decided to switch out the 2 smaller teal eggs with these 3 larger green ones that came in the same pack that I got from Hobby Lobby. Once I have done that, this project is complete. For project number 3, I will be using this candle holder that I got from Dollar Tree, this 5 by 5 inch round wood plaque that I got from Michael's, and this glass dome thing that I got at Goodwill. I'm not really sure what this was originally supposed to be because of the metal piece that comes with it. So if you know, leave me a comment and let me know. The first thing I am going to do is paint the candle holder with white chalk paint. I'm going to center the candle holder on the wood plaque and then trace around it with a pencil. Now I'm going to use antique finishing wax to stain the round wood plaque, leaving the center where I traced the circle unstained. Then I am going to use this color Coffee Bean to add some distressing to the white candle holder. I am going to dip the tip of my foam brush into the paint and then lightly press it against the candle holder in random spots to add distressing. Now I'm going to use this tight bond quick and thick glue and hot glue to glue the wood plaque to the candle holder. I put the tight bond glue in the center and then hot glue around the edge, and then stuck the candle holder to the plaque. But this didn't end up working because of the way the candle holder dips in the center. So then I decided to fill in that area with a piece of felt. I traced the candle holder onto the felt and cut out that circle. Then I hot glued the felt circle to the top of the candle holder. Now I'm going to add tight bond glue to the center of the felt and then hot glue around the edge. Then I'll stick the candle holder to the wood plaque. Now I'm going to use the same willow pick that I used in the last project to decorate this one. I have this 24 gauge brown craft wire and I'm going to use it to attach two of the willow branches together. I'm also going to use these mini terracotta pots in this little cloche. I'm going to make a little stack of 5 pots, a stack of 2, and then lie one down on its side. Then I'm going to wrap the 2 willow branches that I attached together with wire into a circle, and then tuck them into the bottom of the glass dome. Then I'll place the dome on top of the base and this project is complete. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was helpful to you. If you liked today's video, some easy and completely free ways to help support my channel are to subscribe if you haven't already, give me a thumbs up, leave me a quick comment or even just an emoji, and share this video with anyone you think might enjoy it. I truly appreciate your support and I hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!